What's the theme today? Fatui? Playable? Dead. You can't really see that because of the glare, but it says deadage. How many Fatui have we seen so far in the game? Child, Senora, Scaramouche, and Totore, right? That's it? That's it, right? Besides the Lazzo trailer, obviously. So essentially... Sorry, I kind of have to do the check mark. Even though I'm very copium about Senora, it's kind of like, at this point, I have to give her a check mark. Wow. Look at that check mark. Child, definitely playable. I always thought he's gonna die, but he's playable, so I don't know. I wonder if there's like some kind of a pattern. It's just like not big enough sample size to try to figure out a pattern. How many Fatuis are there? Is it 11? What is the likelihood of all the Fatuis being playable? Aside from like Senora already being dead. Do you think that's likely or not? Personally, I don't think that's likely. I don't know if the mayor, the guy with the big nose and elf ears, I don't think he'll be playable because nobody will fucking pull for his ass. The only thing on my mind is this character marketable? I don't think the Monopoly Man is marketable. I mean, that's just my opinion. Long story short, I think realistically only about half of the Fatui are gonna be playable. He doesn't have a vision though. Let's say hypothetically in a world where Scaramouche is playable, he figures out like the better meaning of life of happiness or something like that, and then the vision just randomly shows up. If we were to choose, let's do this. They gave Senora the coffin picture. What the fuck? What's her name? Arlecchino? Come on. They'd make a shit ton of money with this character. Am I crazy? So let's put that character as like nice. Child is obviously playable. Senora's dead. Dead. Okay. We got nice / playable. We got meh. And then we got deadage. Okay. Number 2. I mean, okay, I don't want to be biased, but let's be honest. Every female character but Senora dead. Listen. Let's vote on each. Monopoly Man. There's no way half of you want him to be playable. You're just trolling. He was in Travail? No, he wasn't. Was he? He was? Oh, you're talking about at the end? You're talking about this? Man, yo, Chad, I'm gonna be honest. When I first saw this trailer, I thought this was gonna be some crazy ass mafia final boss situation. Now I look at it. He's just a Monopoly Man, man. Basically, you guys are saying because every character in this thing is probably playable, you're saying he's gonna be playable. Alright, fine. Now, I don't 100% agree with this, but you bring up a good point. I'll put him up here. What about this guy? What's his name? The Birdman. I don't know his name. You know what's gonna end up happening? We're just gonna come to a conclusion that every one of these characters is gonna be playable. And then it's just gonna be like, what the fuck? Alright, never mind. I guess they're all gonna be playable. Here, I'll put him up here for now. Totore, what about him that makes you think, yeah, he'll probably be playable, even though all the crazy shit and like all the bad stuff that he done in the past? Because he has clones. Might I remind you, Totore has Otto in his name. Otto also has clones. He ended up dying, and Otto was doing similar bad thing. There's a maybe? Okay, we'll put him at maybe. Let's talk about him then. I don't think he's gonna be playable. First of all, he looks too old. I think he's gonna die. Bro, he's definitely playable. I don't know if you're just pulling my leg or that's actually how you feel. Okay, let's think about it this way. Marketing, I don't think he has same level of interest as like, you know, like these three. This is not Senora, this is Scaramouche. We don't have a fucking picture of Scaramouche. So we're using Senora as Scaramouche. He's interesting lore-wise, true, but lore-wise doesn't always depict the playable thing because they do kill off a lot of interesting story characters. Like Senora. I don't think he's gonna be playable, so we'll put him there. Next, Puppet Lady. What do you guys think about her? Because I don't really have an opinion on this character, to be honest. There's so many Fatui characters that just they've never even popped up yet. Like, how are they gonna like cram them all in like the story? Unless like they hold half of them until Snezhnaya and they just like all show up or something. For her, let's do a vote and I'll just go with the majority. Sandron. 54% said no. For the sake of having to cut this in half, we'll put her at meh. But I'll put her before Piero. Next, this guy, the rich lad. In terms of marketing, I think he'll make a lot of money. But I thought the same for Senora too. Okay, chat, let's do this. I kind of want him to be playable. Just my biased opinion. But if I do that, I think we need to take either the Monopoly Man or Piero out. Or not Piero. the Capitano. I think one of them needs to be out. What do you mean no? We have to make decisions. Pick one of the three. We got Monopoly Man, Capitano, Finance Guy. We don't have to, but you know, personally I think it's more realistic that only like maybe half of them are gonna be playable. Okay, so Monopoly Man, unfortunately, sorry, he was here for a while. I'll put him at maybe. Next, we got Scaramouche. This is Senora, I know, but we don't have a picture of Scaramouche. We're using Scaramouche as Senora's coffin, okay? I honestly think the only way that Scaramouche is going to be playable, first of all, we know that they need a vision, right? Again, as I already mentioned before, the only way that he's gonna be playable is if something happens in the story and like he fights us or something and he ends up losing, and then it changes his perspective in life and he goes on like, I want to find a better meaning of life and I want that to be my ambition, and then like a vision randomly pops up. I honestly think that's the only way, because he needs a vision. So far, every playable character, they're associated with the Traveler in like a very neutral way, if not positive. The Traveler doesn't really like Scaramouche, huh? Yo, if you think of it that way, it's kind of weird that Scaramouche will be playable and they'll join us in the party of the journey when the Traveler really hates his guts. Oh, maybe that's the clue. Amount of closeness that the Traveler has to these characters. Shogun was not, yeah, but they kind of like, how do you put it? The story ended in a way where they're okay now. But I don't see a world where Traveler would be okay with Scaramouche, because yeah, when Teppei died, like they were very, very upset, visibly. Is that something that can be overcome by the power of friendship? I don't know. Now I think about it, I cannot see a world where a character would be playable if the Traveler doesn't like them. But I don't know, it's up to you guys. Alright, people want playable, so here, Scaramouche. That's Scaramouche, okay? That's Scaramouche. That's not Senora, that's Scaramouche. I know it's kind of weird, but it is what it is. Alright, last character. Columbina. 2 weeks ago on the Theory Thursdays, we figured out that Columbina is actually fucking crazy. If I remember correctly, that's her whole backstory. She's like a little bit of a psycho. But I will not lie, she is probably the prettiest of all these characters. But at the same time, she's probably the craziest. Would she be playable? Oh, that's a difficult decision. Because she's so pretty, and because she's psycho, those two things combined makes her such an interesting and cool character, which might have a really good backstory. But at the same time, her dying makes the story even better. There's no way Genshin would skip out on releasing Columbina. I agree, I do. Let me just say I agree. However, Senora. Now she's kind of like a meme and a joke, but there was a time where everybody was waiting for Senora. We'll put it like this. Child's already playable, so let's put him way back here. Arlecchino, I think, is the most wanted. Scaramouche second, right? Tell me if you agree or disagree. Third would probably be, if I were to guess, her, and then him, and in that order. Child's in the back because he's already playable. So if we break the Fatui Harbingers in this way, this is all speculation obviously, but this does cut the whole list in half, almost. So 6 characters, right? Child's already playable, so like he's already done. Senora is also out. So 5 that will be presented, hopefully, because I don't see a world where all of them will be playable. We can't have like this shit going on. There's no time for that many characters to be playable. At least I don't think. This is the ultimate conclusion. Alright? I don't think they will, but if everyone but Senora is playable, that would be so funny to me. You think that would be funny? You think that would be funny? I'd be so angry. If of all the Fatui, they're all playable and Senora's the only one dead, I'll just be pissed off at that point. Senora subreddit is just the worst day of their life.